Welcome, family and friends. We are gathered here in beautiful South Carolina to celebrate the love of Helen and Patrick. From Bowling Green to Charleston, Ocean Springs, and all the stops in between, each of you has been a special part of their lives. They are grateful to have you here with them today. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it forever. As we begin, I would like to start with a traditional Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon the fields. May the light of friendship guide your paths together. May the laughter of children grace the halls of your home. May the joy of living for one another trip a smile on your lips, a twinkle from your eye. And when eternity beckons, at the end of life, heaped high with love, may the good Lord embrace you with the arms that have nurtured you, the whole length of your joy-filled days. May the gracious God hold you both in the palms of his hands, and today, may the spirit of love find a dwelling place in your hearts. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others are long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. In preparation for today, I asked Helen and Patrick to share with me their version of their love story. Helen and Patrick's love story started just over 4 years ago at the University of Southern Mississippi. Patrick was working there, and Helen was there for a graduate student symposium. At the dinner after the symposium, there was music and karaoke, and that's where Patrick first caught Helen's eye. Towards the end of the night, this tall, handsome, athletic guy gets up and starts singing. But not just any song, a Backstreet Boys song, with all of the choreographed dance moves.
Do it again.
That's Patrick for you, and that was Helen's first impression. But in that moment, his energy and his humor was contagious. Little did Patrick know that his musical skills would attract his wife that night. A few months later, Helen transferred to USM. They ran into each other at school functions where, as Patrick put it, he saw the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. Over the course of a few months, they started hanging out with some of the same people. Their labs were just down the hall from each other, so Helen would make the trip exactly 57 steps down the hall as frequent as possible to see Patrick. Frequent bathroom breaks, trips to the drinking fountain, and trips to get mail, just in hopes of catching a glimpse of Patrick. When Patrick finally got the courage to ask her out, he planned the perfect date. Being the classic romantic he is, thanks to our dad, he asked Helen if she wanted to throw the cast net. He was nervous that Helen might not enjoy his fieldwork-filled date, but that day she gave him another glimpse of how cool she was. As Patrick started to describe and teach her the proper way to throw a cast net, Helen spoke up and said, "Oh, I know how to throw a cast net. Pretty well, actually." She grabbed the net from him and threw the perfect circular cast that would put most fishermen to shame. That was the first time he saw that look in Helen's eyes of intense pride in accomplishing a task in a perfect manner. Her competitive spirit on display, he knew she was special. In addition to being drop-dead gorgeous, as he said. And that spirit is such a perfect match for Patrick. That was the start. A few months later, the Graham family was planning a big trip to Ireland. At the time, Helen and Patrick hadn't been dating that long, but she said she was going. I mean, we hadn't even met her yet. That told me that it was pretty serious and that she was pretty courageous to make her first time meeting Connor, Courtney, myself, and Brandon being on a big family trip across the world. Leading up to the trip, I wondered if Helen, what she was like, and more importantly, if she was the right fit for my little brother. After putting up with our family for 10 days and actually enjoying it, I think, she passed the test with flying colors. We all could see that there was something very special, and that something continued to grow and is what has brought us here today. When I think about true love and marriage, I see it as unconditional and unwavering. One where you challenge each other, support each other, and push each other to be the best versions of themselves. This is exactly what I see. You've chosen to write your own vows, and it is these words that you express your promise to love, honor, and cherish one another. I invite you to face each other, join hands, and share these promises.
From the very beginning, I was drawn to your quick-wittedness, your lightheartedness, your animated storytelling, and of course, your dashing good looks. You had this aura of magic around you, like one of my favorite storied characters, and I watched in rapture the way you drew people to you, you made people laugh, and you commanded affections. I found myself longing to see you, even just in passing. I found myself looking for you in the halls, watching for you around town, and attending social events purely in hopes that you would be there. I wanted to be around you simply because being around you was a lovely place to be, and continues to be. A short time after the beginning of our relationship, I was blindsided, shocked, and a little terrified by my feelings for you. I could tell from the beginning that they were not short-term feelings, bound to burn out or fade away into nothingness. You quickly became my best friend. I found that every menial errand, every meal, every drive, and every small moment spent with you was vastly improved from the small moments that I had spent without you. I found myself preferring to do everything with you rather than without, and still not feeling the need for time alone because I could recharge when I was with you. That was when I started thinking that this was why marriage exists and persists. That was when I realized I didn't want to go back to a life without you. Within the first 6 months, we moved in together, met each other's parents, visited each other's hometowns for holidays, and went on an international trip. You learn a lot about someone from those whom they surround themselves with, both friends and family. Your family is absolutely incredible. From the very beginning, I felt at home with your family, like they were my family. The love that exists within your family is truly incredible, and I could not be more excited to gain them as my own. And to join our, these pages are a little sticky, and to join our incredible families together to create this awesome network of love, support, and good times. I think last Thanksgiving with both of our families may have been one of the happiest moments of my life, seeing us all together and looking towards a future with all of these lovely people. And your friends. I don't know that I've ever met someone with as many great friends as you. Their obvious, goofy affections and love for you is pretty special, and I am so grateful to have been welcomed into the group and gained some more incredible people as a part of my life. I think your friends and family speak volumes about your character and who you are as a person, and I really could not be any more honored to be a part of it. And you truly are my person, my best friend, and the love of my life. There is so much that I love about you, so many reasons that you are my best friend, and so much that makes me want a forever with you. I love the way you care about your family. I love the passion you have for your work. I love how nerdy you are about school and how you prepare for everything like 10 weeks early. I love that you know the scientific names for everything. I love your impeccable breakfast, preparation skills, and your egg frying skills. I love how you concede to riding together everywhere, even when it's not the most efficient option. I love that you always come to rescue me when I lock my keys in my car or run out of gas, numbers of which I would not like to reveal. I love that you can quote every single line of The Office, very timely. I love that you give me just a bite of your food every time I ask. I love that you always want to take the long route just to look at the beach, even when it's really not on the way. I love that you make me talk when I'm upset and you don't make me stew. I love that you're the finest dog father in the world. I vow to always love you in sickness and in health. I vow to support you in all of your endeavors. I vow to always be weird with you. I vow to always be your Walmart partner. I vow to always take the beach route. I vow to always want to ride together. I vow to be the best friend and partner that I can. And I vow to always be willing to work on myself and on our relationship. While our relationship isn't perfect, as nothing is, you are the person that I want to argue with, that I want to disagree with, and that I want to face the challenges of a forever partnership with. For a long time, I did not think that I wanted to get married. I did not think that what I wanted in a forever partnership existed. I never dreamed of my future wedding as a girl, a teen, or even most of my adultish existence. But soon after we began, I knew you were special, that we were special, and that this relationship has never lost its specialness, its fun, its romance, or its respect. And I know that it won't. You are my best friend, and it will be an absolute honor to call you my husband.
I should have gone first. It's hard to follow. Helen, in the last few years, you have become my best friend, my co-pilot on road trips, my favorite audience for a constant stream of mediocre jokes, my fishing partner, and the love of my life. You're hands down one of the most generous and thoughtful people I have ever known. Your ambition and constant pursuit of excellence is contagious and has led me to becoming a better man and a better partner. As an added bonus, you're absolutely gorgeous, and I oftentimes still can't believe I tricked you into falling for me. I must be even funnier than I thought, which we didn't think was possible. You are also dynamic. The same wonderful young woman could go from giving a presentation on her PhD dissertation work on a Friday to a Saturday leaping over jumps, ditches, and fences on horseback, to a Sunday having a beer with her fiance while eating gas station boiled peanuts like they are going out of stock. Every day is truly different with you, and I love you for that. While we were Googling how to structure wedding vows in the car ride to Charleston, I came across an article that suggested using a metaphor to describe your partner. I thought about it, and big surprise, mine is nautical themed. Helen, you are and will always be my lighthouse. You are always there for me, withstanding turbulence, petty arguments, and periods of distance. During my darkest hours, whether that be on the water or in my own head, you are my beacon of hope and safety. And most importantly, when I see you, I am filled with faith in the future. A future filled with laughter, happiness, and love. Helen, you mean everything to me, and I vow to always be your best friend, to be your biggest fan, to always have a corny joke queued up if I think you need a smile, to be your partner in wrangling Mahi and Paris into their leashes and in the car, to always be the one to give you just one bite of any food or drink because you don't want a whole one, to always hug you at the end of the day, and to always be your husband. We've come a long way since the time I offered you some trail mix. I love you.
Patrick and Helen, you have chosen these rings as a symbol of your love and eternal commitment to each other. May these rings remind you always of these promises you've made to each other today in the ceremony in front of your family and friends. Patrick, please repeat after me as you place the ring on Helen's hand. I, Patrick.
I, Patrick.
Take you, Helen.
Take you, Helen.
Oh, sorry. I, Patrick, give you Helen.
I, Patrick, give you Helen.
This ring.
This ring.
As a symbol of my love, commitment, and the vows we've made to each other.
As a symbol of my love, commitment, and vows we've made to each other.
Helen, repeat after me. I, Helen. Give you, Patrick. This ring. As a symbol of my love, commitment, and the vows we've made to each other.
As a symbol of my love, commitment, and the vows we have made to each other.
A final thought before I pronounce you. May you love deeply, laugh hardly, practice patience, smile often. May you dream together, grow, be crazy, give in, and trust enough to take. May you see many sunrises, listen to the rain, savor special moments, and rediscover